Hello, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, fellow traders. Today is Sunday, 8th of December, 2:25 p.m. It is the time again for us to do our BBMA weekly analysis. This week we will review analysis for the week of 9 till 13 December. So let's get started. As usual, we will first review our BBMA setup SOP. We enter our trade is based on weekly re-entry sell of the BBMA. We look for daily MHV, H4 MHV or momentum, and we use H1 for early confirmation. We need to look for momentum or extreme in the direction of the trade. We also use divergent. We check divergent such as awesome and or stochastic. Personally, I use awesome oscillator. Our entry is based on H4 momentum. We also use H4 to cut loss our position if the trade goes against our direction. In terms of money management, we trade one pair in one account. We let 5 pairs running. We maintain only the capital in our working account. That means we withdraw our profit every weekend. And we use cut loss before the account MC. Okay, we trade all pairs. We use automation on trading alert to notify us about the setup when the certain BBMA signal or setup happen. Okay, our custom indicator able to detect setup such as extreme momentum and re-entry in trading view. Okay, we also use the CCF for confirmation re-entry if we in doubt of what the current trend is. Okay, let's start by reviewing the setup that we have last week. The first one is AUD CAD. It was a re-entry buy. We missed this trade because we set the alert on trading view wrongly. So the momentum actually happened, but we missed it. So we didn't chase the trade because we don't want to fear of missing out the market or FOMO. Second setup that we have was AUD JPY. This trade was a monthly setup, so it's a little bit long. Currently, the trade is still running. We're floating in the trade, but it's a very minimal, so we haven't cut loss or haven't TP the trade. There was a point in time where it was positive and it go negative, it positive and negative. That's why it done the whole week. Okay, for CHEF JPY, we instant entry because it was a re-entry sell. This trade is closed. We take profit from this trade. The next one was EuroCAD. We wait for momentum sell at D1. The setup never happened. No alert was sent by TradingView, so we crossed this. We have no trade on this one. And we also have trade running from the previous week. It was Euro JPY. It was a monthly entry sell, and finally on Friday the trade moved significantly in our direction and we closed with TP. For another trade that we have running from the previous week was NZD CAD. This was the signal from the group. I remember it was positive at one point and it turned negative, and finally it make a momentum buy H1. So we cut loss on this trade. So that was the two trade that was running from the previous week. We also get extra signal on from the group, which was the AUD USD. It was a weekly setup, re-entry sell. We enter this trade and we close with TP as well. Okay, so move on. Let's go for this week. So this week, the first pair that we want to look at is Euro USD. Euro USD. Last week was NFP. There was a significant move in Euro USD. So Euro USD, if we see here, we see a re-entry sell, weekly re-entry sell. Price reject the MA high, MA5 high, and MA10 high, and now it's around the mid BB. So this is a re-entry sell for us. We look at D1. D1 D1 is MHV. It almost make a momentum buy, but it's not really close outside the BB, and we have a significant move. So this is MHV sell, and in H4 it's a H4. We can see the price actually go all the way from up here and close below the low BB. So this is a momentum sell. So what we expect for next week is a re-entry sell. So for this pair, the price will we need to see the price move back to the re-entry. What you can do is you can instant here and cut loss if you see a this is a sell setup, right? You can cut loss if it's go beyond the top BB. Okay, so this is the first one. We have Euro USD, EU. So weekly is re-entry sell. D1 is a MHV sell, and H4 we see a momentum sell. So you can instant or wait for re-entry sell. If you instant, make sure you put smaller lot and stage your entry to the re-entry zone. Okay, so that's for EU. The next pair we're gonna look at is USD CHF. So all this pair was impacted by the NFP last week on Friday. Go for weekly. Weekly, we can see that currently price is at this is a re-entry buy. This is a buy zone. Okay, so it's a buy zone for UCHF. Re-entry buy. Re-entry buy, we need to see daily is beautiful, as you can see here. The candle closed here and did not go beyond the low BB. In fact, it's rejecting low BB. It's like 1 2 3. It has been last 4 days last week rejecting low BB. So this is a MHV buy. So daily is a MHV buy, right? Then move on, we look at H4. H4, there's a MHV here, this area, and it goes above, it goes up to the top BB, but it rejecting top BB. So in this case, we are not very sure, is it going to be a continuous upward movement or is it going to reverse back? And as you can see here, EMA 50 is moving out from the Bollinger Band, and these might signal a re-entry sell in a higher time frame. But in D1, this could possibly be a re-entry sell as well. So be careful with this one. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna check on H1. So we can see H1 is actually close outside the BB, but it making extreme. So for this pair, what we can do is we can still go for a buy, but our risk will be around, let's see how big is our risk. This thing is in my way. I'm gonna delete it for a while. This will be around 42 to give it 50 pip, including the spread, right? So for UCHF, we can buy with the risk of 50 pip. So take care of the lot if you're gonna enter this trade. So second one will be UCHF. Weekly is so entry buy. Daily is MHV buy. H4 is H4 was, what was H4 just now? H4 was how do I say this? It's CSAK buy, and we wait for the entry buy. Oh, instant, and we have 50 pip cut loss. Okay, so if you can see, when we buy, when we sell EU, we buy UCHF. Is because the here is the USD strength, right? USD strength. Cut loss, sorry. Okay, next pair is AUD USD. AUD USD. Okay, AUD USD, we look at the, let me clear it a little bit. AUD USD price close here, this is re-entry sell, right? Re-entry sell here, and watch carefully that the EMA is going out from the BB, and this signal the re-entry at the higher time frame, which is the monthly time frame. So in monthly, it's making a re-entry sell. So weekly re-entry sell, daily should be MHV. Yeah, you see MHV, it go up here, it does not close above this candle, right? All these candle are rejecting. Okay, so this is MHV on daily, and H4 we should see some momentum sell. Okay, there's no momentum sell yet. So for AUD USD, our plan is very simple. What we're gonna do, in fact, I'm gonna show you now. We're gonna create alert AUD USD, our indicator, and what we're gonna wait for is momentum. Okay, momentum sell at H4. Okay, so we create alert to wait for momentum sell. If this happen, we know what to do next. Okay, so the third pair that we look at is AU resell. D1 is MHV sell, MHV sell. H4 is okay, alert is set. Okay, so this one we just gonna wait for the alert. Okay, after this we look at the next pair, gold. I seldom trade gold, but I think this week is a good time to trade gold. Look at the weekly. Weekly, we can see it rejecting top BB, but it also rejecting the low BB, and this is almost a MHV buy or re-entry buy, and you can see here the EMA 50 is going out from the low BB, so means in a higher time frame it's a re-entry buy, right? So you can see, go here, this is a buy zone. It will if we use the BBMA setup, this is a extreme sell, this is the TP wajib. You should go up again one more time to make a MHV, right? So we write the MHV so in weekly it become a re-entry buy. Okay, so we have the buy bias, re-entry buy on weekly. On daily it will be you go to re-entry buy as well, re-entry buy weekly, re-entry buy daily. H4 we need to see a buy setup as well, but as for now what we saw is a momentum sell, and the MA5 low is actually outside the BB. That's mean a extreme buy, so we are expecting the price gonna move up myself, I try not to buy on extreme or sell on extreme, but rather I want to wait for confirmation so we can let go a few pips for a safer entry. So what we're gonna do is we need to wait at least to see if there is a momentum buy on H1, then we buy, else this whole setup can turn into a big sell setup. So again, we use our indicator, trading view, and then we want to wait for momentum, momentum buy at H1. So if we see a momentum buy at H1, most likely the setup will go forward. If not, there is really no hope that it's going to be buy, right? Okay, so that is the pair that we have. XAU USD, weekly is rebuy, D1 is D1 is rebuy as well, sorry. H4 however is momentum sell, so wait for H1 momentum buy, then followed by H4 momentum buy. Okay, so this is the sequence. We set alert, alert set. Okay, have to be a bit more careful with this alert thing because I did not set it properly last week. I may miss a trade. Okay, so that's setup that we have. Next one. Next one, we want to look at AUD JPY because we still hold AUD JPY from the previous week. Okay, AUD JPY. AUD JPY, if we can see here, is basically still a sell setup, and EMA 50 is going to the top BB, mean it's completing the higher time frame setup, which is monthly. So monthly is trying to complete the re-entry sell. Okay, or you can call this TPYG because you see here the MA5 low is actually outside the BB, so this is more likely to be a extreme setup. But after extreme, we know it's a TPYG. So TPYG be close here, and then price gonna do a test again below here to do a MHV. If it's continue gonna move up, if not, it's gonna continue to move down. Just like this one, you see an extreme sell, right? TPYG, and it continue to go down. So in either case, the tendency is for the price to retest this zone below here for monthly on AJ. Weekly, we see a re-entry sell because it's rejecting MA5 high, 5, 10 and 5 high and 10 high, then it's a sell. And on daily, we can see it's a MHV sell. So for AJ, weekly is still re-entry sell, daily MHV sell. H4 is MHV sell, CSAK sell. So now it's making a CSAK sell, right? We're gonna continue hold this trade until we see a momentum buy on momentum buy on daily. If there's momentum buy on daily, we need to cut loss because this trade is a monthly trade. Okay, so I'm just gonna note it here from last week. AJ, so MN1 is I say just TPYG, okay, and then the black one is resell, D1 is MHV sell, and then H4 is resell. Okay, hold from last week. Okay, so guys, that's altogether 5 pair that we're gonna have in our trading plan for this week. We try not to trade too many pairs because that's gonna be too tough. Other trade I did not enter because I could not see the re-entry setup on it. It might be MHV or momentum or this kind of thing. Usually for momentum I don't want to enter momentum because I feel like I'm FOMO the market. Being FOMO is not a very good thing. You tend to lose a lot if you FOMO the market. Okay. So that's it for this week. I wish everyone the best of trading ahead, and overall last week was a positive week, mainly due to the TP that we have, although we have some cut loss, but in summary last week was a profitable week, and till we meet again next week, good luck in trading and all the best everyone. Bye bye.